Don't design.
Till he gets here. To the engine, seal that door.
No, anyway, something's not right.
Hello, Marv.
There we are. Anyway, see if she works. I don't even know if it's working. One, two, three. One, two, three.
One, two, three.
Oh, there we go.
One, two, three. One, two, three. Oh, there we go.
So good, so I don't need them on. Anyway, we'll see who comes on. I will actually, I will leave him on. I'll see who does come on. Somebody's there. Hello. Give me a second. I'm having microphone troubles. I think Jack's Possum got into the stream somehow. I'll put it up in the chat. There you go. Howard's present. I wonder if that's my girlfriend's calling me. Anyway, there's a link there now. There you go, there's a link. Anyway. And I've just got to do another link on Twitter. And I'll put that out there on Twitter. So whoever wants to come in, they can come in by all means. So we'll just see what happens. I'm going to call it Howard's present. There you go. Here's a link. There we go. Hit that. There we go. It's gone. Anyway, so just come back over here. Somebody else, they're going to come here or what? Yeah, it's lunchtime over here. I just had a very lazy day. I just had an email there from Crouton Bear. So just going to read that for a second. Where did that go to? Lost it. It's a famous Crouton Bear, a very long old time. Alexander. Mr. Scott sent a photo. Oh, really? This should be interesting. I wonder what Mr. Scott sent me. I don't know what that is. I don't have a clue. Somebody else is here. Oh, hello. Hang on, who's that? Out to lunch. How are you out to lunch? That's why I can't see you. I've got to set my glasses on. But hello, young fella. How are you? I've just woken up at 1 o'clock, lunchtime. I'm very tired. Just slept all day. Good thing about being retired. Yeah, so we'll get out to lunch. He's in Tennessee, I think. And hopefully Mr. Scott or Mr. Scoot you want to come in there out to lunch? You can click on the link. It's just there above you. Hello. I had a lady walk in my bedroom last night at 2 o'clock in the morning. I woke up and there's a woman standing in my bedroom door wearing a dressing gown. And I thought, my God, Howard's playing a prank on me or Jack or somebody. I'm dead serious. She's wearing a fluffy slippers and a dressing gown and all this sort of stuff. And I went, what the hell? And she said, is my housemate okay? I said, yeah, why? And she goes, there's an ambulance out parked out the front. And I said, oh. I said, yeah, the guy who drives the ambulance is asleep in the lounge room. Oh, she said, oh, so sorry. Oh, she said, I thought he must have died. So she turned around, she walked back out the door and went back down the stairs. And of course, a little Pomeranian's going, yap, 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 yap. Tired mode, pushed 3/4 an acre. I had to go. Ooh. That's a lot of mowing. You would be tired. That's why I'm tired. I got woken up by the dog barking 5 times last night. A woman standing in my door. The ambulance driver staying the night here. What else woke me up? I had some fish yesterday and I had too much oil in it. Made me sick. Anyway. So a bit of a puke session. Not throwing up, but you just, get that oil in your gut and you can't get rid of it. You go, blah, blah. But yeah, don't want to go there. So anyway, so out to lunch has been tired. He's tired in both 3/4 of an acre. How do you say that? Tupelo and Ecru? Did I say it right? You can join in if you want to. There's 3 people now watching. Okay, Howard's present. Righto, what I got going. I sent Howard a message on his channel that I had a present for him. I do. But I've got going on my channel the same present. It's a giveaway. I'm giving away a certain amount of presents. These things aren't cheap. Right, they're not $5. And don't forget, I'm paying postage from Australia to America or anywhere else around the world. So I'm spending about $1,000. So anyway, I'm not making a point of spending $1,000. I'm just saying, when you add up several people who want postage costs and email and God knows what, it's going to cost about $1,000. So on down on my channel, it says there's a contest. Tell me the most enjoyable thing you like 9:04 p.m. Central. Oh, okay. 9:04 Central things to do tomorrow. Early, but I want to say hi. Well, thank you out to lunch. Thank you for saying hi. Hi to you too. What it is out to lunch, if you want a present uniquely Australian, and my thing I put on it is hominoidable. That's the best way I can put it, is hominoidable. It's, I'm not going to say what it is. It's a giveaway. But I'm going to do several of them. So if anybody wants one, it's mrhominoid@gmail.com. You write me an email and you say the best thing you like about my show on my channel. So Howard's already told me the right answer, but he didn't realise he told me the right answer. So he won that one. So he won one. Anybody else that tells me it's a good answer, what you enjoy most about Mr. Hominoid is then you can have one. So even Mr. Scott and anybody else, it's just a nice thing to do. You just want to share things with your friends, make you laugh, make you smile. I'm not going to give away any clues what it is. No, I'm not sending out jars of Vegemite. No. You can buy Vegemite over there. Anyway. So what else is happening with him? After lunch, I wonder where my Mr. Scott went to. He joins in. Mr. Scoot and Howard. I'll see if he comes in. It was Mr. Scoot. Why do mobile phones always say, do you want to connect to your TV set? The first thing that comes up and says, do you want to connect to the TV set? It's so bloody annoying. Even when you're sitting in the car driving down the road, it says, do you want to connect up to the TV set? No, I don't know. Follow Andrew Walker. Who's Andrew Walker? Actually, hang on. Follow back Andrew Walker. Yes, I will. There we go. I will follow back Andrew Walker. And the second one is number today to get me said, sorry, homie. 1 hour away. How long am I? Right, okay. Got all that up to date. Just the little tweets. You're watching The Office. Isn't that a TV show called The Office? An American TV show. I thought that's what it was. Let's put a plug in here. Join in. No, there's no point. He's not there. Where's Mr. Scott? I don't know what they're doing. See, Howard Rourke, if you can't contact Howard Rourke, he says, no, he's too busy. He's not on. And that's about it. Did you want to come on there for a minute after lunch, or are you just going to go to bed? A friend of mine just answered my ad on. I put an ad up on Facebook, and I said, "Anybody want to lift in a car from Coolangatta to Sydney, $50?" My friend wrote back. He said, "No, because he's already in Sydney." Factory one. Oh, okay. I'm watching The Office before going to sleep. Yeah, pretty funny. My wife needs a job and not factory one. Oh, that's all right. Did you notice? Yes, I had a good clean shave there the other day. I got rid of all that black bloody whiskers. Even when I was a kid, I think I was about 13, my father said to me, he said, God, you've got a black mustache already. And when I was 13 years old, this little black doodle, not right down here, but just from about here, looked like an oversized adult hitting the mustache. My father said, my God, you're going to have a black mustache all your life, aren't you? But the funny thing is, that's the only part where it grows, is from there back across to there. It doesn't come. So, they can. No, I mean, sort of see it, it's me. I'm going to do a puffer fish. Yeah, anyway. So if anybody wants a present, just email mrhominoid@gmail.com. That's it. mrhominoid@gmail.com. mrhominoid@gmail.com. And put down your YouTube name so I don't do it twice. No, but I won't mention your addresses to anybody. Yeah, you're a little bit Hitler. I doubt it come from the Isle of Man, actually. The opposition. It was the Irish that liked Hitler, actually. A lot of people don't realise that Ireland liked Hitler during World War II. Anyway, just a little thing. Yeah, well, I don't know who else is going to come in. I think my audio is actually going out through the camera microphone. Look, there's nothing coming through that. So there's no point me having that on. Someone just leave it off. I'm just hearing myself. So, yeah, look, I had a good show. You want a Howard? Come on in. We've got 3 people there. Marty, I hope you're out there somewhere, Marty. I think somebody sent me an email saying they sent me a parcel. I just looked at the name and I thought, where do I know that name from? To Lucy, France. What do I know somebody in France for? Anybody here speak French? Anyway, no, I'm just trying to get my phone to go back to emails. It's not letting me. It's mucking around. I went out yesterday and I bought a friend a mobile phone. And when I went to, here it is, 9:47. Yes, I did get I did get a message. Hi, Mr. Hominoid. I just sent Mr. Dog a parcel through Amazon. You're supposed to receive it by the 19th of this month, but you might get it sooner. So much, please watch out for it. And don't get surprised if Amazon guy brings you a box. It's from me. And it's all paid for, of course. Kiss, kiss, kiss. There we go. So, wasn't that nice? Okay, you think I'm kidding? Okay. Thank you. Won't show anybody's names or details. Thank you. I'll give that to Mr. Dog. He would love that. Crouton Bear loves Mr. Dog. And it was on my last video with Mr. Dog and about the present for Mr. Dog. And yeah, so I'll be giving that to Mr. Dog whenever it gets here. Man, my knee's killing me. Yeah, so thank you, Crouton. Thank you very much. So Mr. Dog does have a lot of friends in the world, all the way from Austin, Texas. Yeah, how's that? So, but you won't. Crouton Bear won't let me send her one back. Very naughty girl. Naughty Crouton, naughty. Anyway, well, what else is going to happen? Who else wants to come in? Oh, Mr. Scoot's here. Sorry, come in, Mr. Scoot. You're on, Mr. Scoot.
Hello, good sir. How goes it?
You there?
Hello, good sir. How goes it?
How goes me? Going good. You're very faint tonight.
It's kind of weird. Shouldn't be. I'm like right here.
So you must have been the third person watching because now it's gone down to 2. You want to say hello to Out to Lunch, and I believe Crouton Bear's there as well.
Hello, Out to Lunch, and you said Crouton Bear?
Yeah, Crouton. You know, like a Crouton, the sewing and knitting and all that, and like a Crouton. Yes, she does children's teddy bear videos. She's already established over there on Rumble.
I see.
Where Jack and Howard's going. She's already there. She's been there now for a couple of years. She's got 3.7 thousand views on one video over there on YouTube. And she walked away from YouTube. Doesn't like YouTube. She just walked away.
Yep.
So how would you like a Prezi?
Say again?
How would you like a Mr. Hominoidable present?
I thought that was already, you already asked my address, so I assumed it was already
Sorry, you faded out.
Well, sounds pretty good.
All right. You got my email address?
I believe you said it on the show or
Yeah,
on your
it's
clip earlier.
Mr. Hominoid at Gmail. Yeah, that's it. Just email it to me.
Yup.
Yeah. Are you a big sort of guy or a skinny guy? Or
Oh, in between. How about that?
Right. Okay. I'm just trying to picture what you look like. I mean, I've seen Howard, but I've
Not
never ever seen
not
you.
nearly as tall as Howard.
Yeah, what's Howard? He apparently 6'2" or something, isn't he?
He's 6'3".
I thought he was rather tall.
Yep.
Yeah. So what's your um? Howard goes on about his mooses. What do you got up around your way?
Hmm. Coyotes. A lot of coyotes.
You know what I'm going to say. You haven't got Cosmic, this next door neighbour, have you?
All his cousins moved up here because no one wanted to be around him, so they moved up north into the east. He scared all his cousins away.
It's actually a wonder Cosmic hasn't actually jumped in on the bandwagon. After lunch reckons I do look like a little Hitler when I grow my little mustache.
We got a lot of possums, raccoons, deer, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did have have a few mountain lions coming around here because the more people that move to Colorado, it seems like the more the mountain lions move east and west.
Right. Actually, things like that is what interests me on my channels when I hear things like that, what you tell me about America, because over here people don't tell you anything like that about America. We don't hear nothing about it. We don't hear nothing about animal movements or bushfires or, we see the news, California's burning and that's about it. Or Washington City or state even is under snow, you know. But we don't hear, the bloody pigeons back again. Yeah, it's still up there. So, this is going to be my third last stream from this location. Did you realise that?
Nope. You're
Yeah, well, that's what the ad was on Twitter. Did you miss that one on Twitter? Coolangatta to Sydney, $50.
I watched part of your other 11-minute video. I didn't watch the whole thing.
The which video? Which one was it? I can't remember. I
Oh,
went woke up a little while ago. It's totally different time over here.
the 11-minute video where you're asking for comments.
Yeah, comment. Yeah, that's when a present. So I've already got your comment because you've already told me. So that's why you're getting one.
Ah, cool.
Right. So, I mean, I don't need everybody to write me an email. I mean, like, see, if you talk to me, it's different. I'm talking to you. Well, that means, obviously you like being on the show, for therefore then it's sort of automatically qualify. See, Howard's come on, he's qualified because he's been on here the other night after you left.
Really? He was on after I left.
Yeah, the other one where we did that 3 and I think we're on there for 2.5 hours and you fell asleep.
I need to go back and watch that one.
And it was that one. It was after that one. After you went off. Yeah. And it was about half an hour later, I think, and Howard come on.
Yeah.
And Jess, and they both just popped in and said, "Oh, hello, Holly." So, well, I'll send one over to Jess, but, Jess and Howard, if they don't give me an address, I can't send it.
Yep. I think Howard's a secluse, and he won't give out.
No, yes, he does. No, yes, he does. He had that. Show him on the right camera. Yeah. He's had that YouTuber guy to. Oh, he had that funny name. I cracked a joke about it, and he sort of got upset, and he never really ever come back. That's my housemate talking to himself. There we go. He's bouncing the house. That's why see how the camera just moved? That's him. He weighs about, mine weigh 110 kilos. He weighs about 150, 160. So what's that? 300 pounds. And this house is on stilts. And of course, the whole house goes like that, when you walk through it. There ain't bloody round poles about that round. And of course, when he goes through the house, the boom, boom, it's like a baby elephant earthquake. But anyway. Yeah, hang on. Crudon said she sent me a parcel. It's going to be up here on the 19th. Yeah, I'll be back here by then. Don't worry, Crudon. I just got the gist of it, so you don't have to worry. She's listening to this. Anyway, so what's happening with you today? How's your boilers?
I didn't have to go to work today. I worked 4 days in a row. And yesterday, I was putting them together. One was down for inspection, so I was inspection.
Just cutting you off for a second. Good night out to lunch. He's saying good night. He sent me an email. So good night out to lunch. Yeah, he's going, good night, young man. Oh, young man, I'm older than him. Over here, we call an older person me old mate. Oh, well, mate, old mate. Anyway, you go on. So what happened with sorry, what was that you're saying? Was it about the boiler again?
We had a boiler inspection on one of the boilers this week, so tore it down, and I was starting to put it back together. It was pretty warm this week. We went from cool kind of spring to straight in the summer. We only had about a couple weeks of spring, and it was kind of cool. Now it's already warming up too quick. Usually it stays in spring mode for a whole month or more, but not this year.
Well, believe it or not, this is our autumn over here. After spring, autumn, winter, we call it fall. I think you call it fall. And it's still 20 to 24 degrees, which over here means, actually, there's a thing down here we go. You can look at it. Where is it? It's gone somewhere. Australia over here is a lot different, obviously, to America. You can park down the road from where I am, and there's a beach, and it's a new beach, and you don't have to go naked. You just walk up the top of the sand dunes, look over the top. Seen the Superman video. Did you go out to lunch? That's good. Come on, look at the house, mate. He's rocking the house again. My head's hitting the wall. That's why he said the camera moved. That's not me. That's him walking around. You've seen the Superman video. Yeah, that one, that's about Jack. That's Seattle Jack out to lunch. He lifts a lot of weights, and he's our little hero between Mr. Scoot and I. He gets on there on his own show called the Seattle Jack Show. So Howard is his offsider who works all the computers. So I made out on this video, Mr. Scoot, I said, Howard is trying to destroy Jack. And I found an old video movie made up by somebody else that was Superman flying along, like on a he's just talking to himself, piss of and they're shooting rockets at him, like Space Invaders or something like that. And then they put in this one. They're actually shooting World War II rockets, and then you see the cartoon of Superman ducking the rockets like this, Then they put another picture of Superman doing something else, and then I put a picture of Jack's face there. And then there's a picture of Jack lifting up the weights right at the end of the video. And that was my joke about great night, Mr. Scoot, to set out to lunch. Oh, mate, yeah. Yeah, he's included that. And no, it's actually old mate, OL mate, not old mate. I know it sounds stupid. You don't put the D on the old. You say old mate. He's my old friend. I don't know how it came about. It's just some stupid Australian thing. Yeah. So anyway, so he sent me an email. So you're going to send me over an email, aren't you, too, Mr. Scoot? Hello, you awake? You're going to sleep?
Yep. Nope.
Oh.
I thought you said something about address or something from out to lunch.
You sorry?
I thought you said something. He wanted my address, but it just said great night.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I need you to post it. Email me your address here. Your house address, postal office box, anywhere. I don't share it. I don't keep it. I delete it. Once I send the parcel, I'll delete it. Right? I promise everybody that because that's what I do. Remember, I was a cab driver, and we, over in our country, we're not allowed to keep personal information of other people as cab drivers because anybody could try and find out who you are. But it's just habit. I just don't keep it. Any personal household address. I can keep your email address, but I won't keep your household address. You know what I mean?
Yep. So you gonna send me your new address when you get moved?
No, I'm just going in and get the car fixed.
Oh.
I'm going down to Sydney to pick up a truck. Pick up the purple FJ40, the big trailer, and get the tractor and the slasher out of there where it is. Just going to vacate that farm property where that nutcase lives. So I'll be taking it out of there. It's where I was supposed to be staying when I left the old workhouse until I had leg surgery. And then his father died. And his father died at the age of 90 and the mother was 70. And then she got into a walking frame and she was heartbroken. She lost her husband. So she walked out, went to her brother's. And Nutcase stayed there. He's 42 with the IQ of a 12-year-old. And he's just a compulsive liar bullshit artist. You know, he just can't tell the truth. Like if I said to you, I had a truck license and I drove a semi-trailer from one end of Australia to the other, but I can't read and write, and I don't have a driver's license. So how does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense, does it?
No.
Yeah, one conversation it is, I can't read and write, I don't have a driver's license. Then it is, I have a truck license and I drove a truck from North Queensland and top end of Australia right down to Victoria. Then he comes back and says, I can't read and write, I'm an engineer. And then he came back and said, I'll use your tractor. So I'll let him use my tractor to tow something. And I think you know the laws of physics, don't you, with the tractor? You know,
Yep.
if you want to tow, if you want to get the maximum traction tread out of a back wheels of a tractor towing up a hill, and you're going to use a long tow chain, you put the tow chain down between your legs, behind the gear stick, around the main trunk of the tractor, so that you de-shank the chain on there, and then underneath the axle, right? So then the chain goes back to whatever you're towing. So that way then, as you're towing, it pulls the front wheels down to keep you steering and also pulls down on the back wheels so they get maximum traction. Whereas you put the chain on the back of the tractor and you pull something heavy, the front wheels lift up. You follow me?
Yep. I'm tweeting out
because
your
it's it.
show.
Hey,
I'm tweeting out your show.
oh, thank you.
Go ahead.
it just came up on my screen. Didn't hear it. Went bing. Yeah. So he put this chain on the back of the tractor, on the back of the slasher. So you got the front wheel, the back wheel, the slasher, and then he put the chain on the back of that and ran it down to his car, which he then had another trailer on the back of that with a big water tank on the back of that. And he went and made a time up a hill about 35-degree angle, and it was wet. And my tractor just sat there and just bang. It just couldn't tow it because the slasher was lifting the front wheels up and the back wheels had no weight on them. So therefore then it had no traction. See? And then he called my tractor stupid. How can a tractor be stupid? I mean, a tractor is just a machine. If you don't know what you're doing, you're the one who's stupid, aren't you? You can't blame the tractor for it. Oh. Yeah, my leg's healed up nicely, by the way, if you didn't know.
Yeah, you sent me some videos of you walking around a while ago, so I figured it had to be getting somewhat better.
Yeah, I actually got the knee out straight now. You know when you push your kneecap back like that, like I'm showing you on camera? You know when you punch your knee backwards? I can do that. But all around the edge of the kneecap, it feels very numb. Well, that still feels numb. And a lot of the skin around it feels numb. But last fortnight, if you touch the skin, I'd scream your head off. It was like raw nerves. But now all those nerves are grown back and they're all connected onto something. So now it's still a weird walk. It's like you walk around with a numb kneecap. It's a very weird feeling. So once I get that done, get that sorted, I'll be right. That's why I'm waiting for when I get down there to pick up the tractor and that. I wasn't going to try and get the tractor or the big trailer out with a still half stuffed up leg, because that's the quickest way of getting re-hurt. You know, you don't do something while you're still half crippled. You know what I mean?
Have you seen the knees over toes guy on Twitter?
No, I haven't.
He this last, I don't know, he's been on Joe Rogan and podcasts, and he sells a book to.
Is that the guy? Is that the guy that lies on his stomach, lies on his kneecaps, and then he lifts his back backwards and he puts the back of his head on the back of his heels?
I don't know if he's gone that far, but he does do demonstration videos of how much his leg exercises. He went from being in chronic pain to on meds to having surgery to one complete 180, no meds, no surgery needed. All through this stuff he's did while he was in school, I think, when he was studying, and he decided just to publish a book on it, and it seems to work for him. I'm thinking about buying the book. It's only like $20.
Well, that's different to the guy I got. The guy I got is I'm still watching you on the TV set, so not having any. What is that? Oh, that's that horse with no. Wait a minute, just going to pull that down a bit. Let's see. Damn it, I'm on the wrong page. Oh, geez, I hate that. What do I do with it? Sorry, yeah. I'm just trying to do something while doing something else without doing. I'm trying to get into my own library and I can't do it. Hang on a sec. Let's close that one there off. Oh, that's what I'm looking at. I don't need that one there on. I don't. Yeah, that's right. You're good. Yeah, still got you. I don't need Twitter on either, do I? That's good. Right, they cleaned it all up a bit. Yeah. So tell me about this guy. Just while I try and find this thing. How much flexing does he do?
I'm going to send you a video here. Just a second.
While he's doing that, he's going to send me a video by Twitter, and then I can upload it, hopefully. And I just realised why I can't see my screen is because I got my clip holding my that's what I'm looking for, your videos. I hit the wrong button. I just got to find this video clip. I made it ages ago and I said, oh, geez, that looks like Jack. And I can't even remember what I used to call this damn thing. It was something to do being a pain in the back or something, and it was ages ago. And this young guy, he came up on a YouTube channel that was on air, on TV, on YouTube. And this guy was saying something about the most craziest videos you could ever see. And he'd walk up, he'd lie on this gym set thing, I think, or something, or like he was on a bed, and he'd lean his head backwards and put the back of his head on the back of his heels, which means his belly was pointing upwards. And pardon me for saying this, but his wiener was sticking out the front of his tracksuit pants, so you knew it wasn't fake. And then you could see the back of his knees where his shoulder blades were sitting on. Does that sort of make sense? He went right over backwards for Mr. Scott.
Yeah.
And I just looked at it and I went, oh my God. Actually, I just found that tractor video on that same farm where that turkey is. I'll just grab that for a minute. I'm going to download that. I'm just going to download that. Tractor. Yeah, tractor crash. Yeah, that was a good name for it. I can't see what I'm doing here. Oh, there we go. Back to where it was. And I actually crashed my tractor and trailer, actually. I crashed my trailer. I was that idiot I was talking to you about. He turned around and I said, do you know what you're doing? He said, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm an engineer, I'm a farm boy, and I'm all this sort of shit. And he reckons that the load moved in the trailer. It didn't. It's the way I packed the trailer. And when I went to get the keys to undo the two front doors on the trailer, they'd somehow been packed inside the trailer. So I couldn't put anything in the front of the trailer. So therefore then the arse end of the trailer was extremely heavy. And I had to, and I forgot about that. And of course I'm in a rush to get out of that old workhouse and move up the mountain where you can see where I am, which is this one here, which is the tractor on the trailer. I'll download that so I can play it on the. Yes, I learnt how to now play my own videos on my own channel. Isn't that good?
Cool. Good.
I went down the street and the guy down there says, no, you can't do it. And the young 18-year-old guy walked up and said, no, like this. He said, I'll show you. And he showed his boss up and he went, oh, is that how you do it? He goes, yeah, that's how you do it. So this guy wasn't particularly, well, he wasn't nasty about it. He just like, oh, so like stunned, that this younger guy sort of showed him how to do it. And I went, oh, you're great. So then I got him to let me do it again. And then I did it. And that's what we did. And that's now how I learned how to do it. So did you find the video clip you're talking about?
Yeah, I tweeted.
Oh, did you? Sorry, you cracked up a bit. Might have been because I was still downloading. Say again. You there?
It at you.
Yeah, you're there. I just didn't hear you for a second. I'm just concentrating on.
Hello? Yeah, it's having internet.
Yes, it is. Yes. I thought you kept this. Your internet is dropping in and out. I think we're getting close to this guy bends over backwards. I wonder if it's just the same guy you're talking about. Because I made out, Jack, can you just, backache, I think I called it or something like that. And I've got one there with Cosmic with that big furry thing on his face. It's got to be getting close now. It has to be getting close. There's a few Jack videos around. Oh man, I hate my leg at the moment, especially when I've got to keep moving it around, because I'm lying on a bed. No, I don't have a table and chair here, by the way. Can you believe it?
Nope.
Yeah, well, I don't have a table and chair to sit down and have a meal. He's got all this shit on it out there in the kitchen. You can't sit down and eat out in the kitchen. It's either go down the street and eat down the street, or you just sit on the bed here and eat here on the bed. It's just a whole lot easier, especially with my leg. I think it's got to be getting close. Yeah, I should have all this loaded up, but I didn't know if you were going to come on. I didn't know who else was going to come on. Oh, there's Jack the Horse video. No, I won't download that one today. We'll do that one another day. Jack and Harold. I've got 2 animated horses and they're sitting there talking. And of course I dubbed it with my own voice. And it actually does look like Jack. It's a horse that looks like Jack. It's got the same birthmarks as Jack, but its neck. And I thought, God, you can hear the dog barking, can't you? And
Yep.
That's been going on all night. And I just want to tell you what. I'll tell you what.
I can still hear you
Shut
fine.
up! Hey, say again.
I can still hear you fine.
Yeah. She's barking because across the road there's a bunch of guys, because of the major flood damage we had up here, and because the salt water, I just want a Cosmic. There's major flood, all the rain you get up here. There's an old house across the road, and all the old galvanised iron roof has gone rusty. And I thought they were over there changing the side panels, but they're not. They're taking off all the old roof. So, of course, they start at 7:30 in the morning. And, of course, then you hear the screw, crack, rip a tin, the old story, when they take a tin roof off and then they pass over the edge and they drop it down into a bloody container to get rid of it and take away scrap metal so they're not double loading. So then, of course, I have to listen to that, you know, because I'm right across the road and I'm up high and I hear bang, crank, bang, crash, bang, crash. So at the moment, they're on their lunch break, I think, which is rather good. Come on, where's this damn video? There's one. There's one. I just found the one checking how once played with the kangaroo. Kangaroo about how I'd taken all my does. I think I really had that one there. Oh, there we go. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll play Howard's one. I found a Howard from last year. And it's downloading. But okay, I'll get out of that. And what I've got to do? I've got to come back to you, don't I? Right, so where's this Twitter one? Mr. Scott, 3 notifications. Where'd you put it? What's it? What was it called?
I just retweeted at you. It was
Oh, I think I found it. Knees over toe guide. Is that it?
Yep.
Right, got it. Okay. Well, this is a different guide to what I've got. Oh, shut him up. This is download on it. Isn't it marvelous? All these videos, they've all got so what's he got? Utilising a ruck. Is that what you're talking about?
He does all types of exercises for all walks of life. He does all types of different modifications, and if you can't afford a certain thing, he just places to do it, how to do it. Start at your house, walk backwards up the stairs.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll watch that one there later because I won't be able to play it. I want to come back on to my own channel so I see who's there. Well, we're out to lunch. He's gone. We've got 2 people watching. So hello, now the second person watching. So I don't know who's there. Right. I'll put up this present one. Now, here comes this video I made up about Howard and his moose. How would you like to see that one?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. And here it comes. There's Howard.
Why does he have elf ears?
I think I got it right. Put it on the main screen. Come on, play. Playing? Oh, it's not playing. Come on. Oh, that's what I've got to hit. Come on. Is that coming true?
All I'm seeing is the face page, and it's just kind of stuck there.
Oh, damn it. What did I do wrong? I love my Howard's videos. All right, I'll just let it play and then you see it. It should come up there with Howard and his kids. I think it should come through. I mean, what's it up there? No, take that. I don't know what happened. No, I'll get rid of that. Let's go. I'll try another one. Video. Let's try this one. Let's see if this works. I remember I'm still learning all this stuff. Oh, damn it. Oh, I removed it. Whoop, gotta put it back. You got it? Right, here we go. Come on, where is it? Why is that damn thing moving? That's out front of the old house. That's a rental trailer, and that's in front of my old tractor. It's a 1956 Massey Ferguson.
Oh, okay.
And that blue house across the road is full of Aboriginals. And no, they're nice Aboriginals. They're not bad ones. And they're rather funny, actually, because they used to... come on. I've sent your bloody thing. Play. I don't know. I'm not doing something right. Try this one. Where's it going to? Move from studio and move that there from studio. And I'll try another one. Third time lucky. God, that bloody dog, she just does not want to give up. She sits out there all day and she just barks at everybody. Yeah, now you should see me on my tractor. There we go. There you go. There's my old tractor. Can you see it? Where are you going again, Mr. Scott?
Can you?
Anyway, hopefully I can get this silly video there to play. Gotta wish you'd shut up. I want to ring its neck in a minute. Anyway, if you look at the tractor, you can see it's got brand new back tyres on it. Driver's side front tyres brand new. Sorry, right hand front tyre, that's driver's side to us. So each of those back tyres were $900 each. $100 fitted and re-delivered back. The front one on the far side, that was about $700. Sorry, yeah, about $700. The steering wheel's brand new. And if you look in front of me knee there, you see the silver box? That's brand new. And then there's another silver box down below that as well. That's brand new. And if you look backwards, you see the trailer. See the trailer wheels up in the air, the little trolley wheel. Can you see that? Where's the scoot? Oh, I brought you back in again. You dropped out. Okay, try again. There's the scoot. I'll wait for him to come back. He has a lot of internet trouble over there where he is. There's the scoot. I don't know what's happened to him. Anyway, so the tractor's got the far front wheels brand new. The two back tyres are brand new. So they're $1,000 each by the time you pay for freight and getting it fitted on the rims. And if you look at the trailer at the front of the trailer, it's up in the air. And in front of that little trolley wheel, there's a handbrake. You can see the handbrake sticking up. Little idiot left the handbrake on. So when the front wheels come down on the front two wheels, it connected and then pulled on the chain and snapped the chain. And luckily the trailer was already up and over the hill and ran down and just hit a fence post by about 2 or 3 feet. It wasn't going very fast. Luckily, it wasn't flying down the hill. It was just rolled a little bit gently down and stopped. So, yeah, that was the end of that. So, let's get rid of that. And there's Mr. Scoot gone. Did he come back in? Mr. Scoot. I don't know where he's gone. Call him Mr. Scoot. I was still waiting for him. Anyway, who else we got on the chat? There's 2 other people there. Come in there, say good day if you want to. You want again? All right, I'm going to stick the invite up again. I don't know if he's lost it or somebody else would like to come in. By all means, come in. There you go, that's up on the screen now. There you go. Click on that if you got that. I'll put that on you. I'll leave it there for a minute. See, it's back again. Yeah, that you're back again. That noise is back on your computer. It sounds like.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you got? You got a wet piece of string as internet connection or something?
Pretty much. All the equipment is Chinese equipment, probably.
Probably. Just looking at that thing where you talk about knees over toes guy. I'm just trying to see where he's. I've received 2,274 knee success stories from these methods. I hope you find them useful. Huge thanks to CrossFit Games champion Jason. How the hell is that? Calippo? I know. At NC Fit Knee Center. Well, anyway. Problems. I can't find his URL to download it. I'll find it later. It's still going to be there.
I think he sells his book on Amazon for like $20.
Really? Shit.
Mm-hmm.
You and I ought to start going in there selling books ourselves. A book on how to be an Australian and a farmer out there where you are.
So how's everything else going over there? You said you're moving in 3 days or last 3 streams?
No. I'm driving. It's ridiculous. Up here in the country, it's not today, Friday. It's next Friday. I've got ringing the guy up about getting my car fixed out the front to book it in for the following week, which has been broken down for a week. It means I've got to wait 2 weeks to book it in there to wait another week, 3 weeks before it can get done. And this other guy said 4 weeks. And this other lady out the back, she just doesn't even bother answering the phone anymore. Because the guy across the road, he's a qualified mechanic. And he said his boss said 4 weeks because he went and asked him for me when he went to work that day. And he rang me back. He said, he rang me back. My boss just said 4 weeks before he can even look at doing a seal on a board. That's how busy they are because they've still got so much work from all the floods from February last year. Can you believe it?
That's pretty crazy.
Yep. That's cars, tractors, trucks, farm machinery of all sorts. They just you know. They just got them, people just towed them in the yard and said, right, there's my harvester or there's my cane slasher. Because up here it's sugar cane and bananas. So on where the sugar cane's down on the flat, the bananas are up on the hills. So some of the gear that was caught out in the floods went underwater. So they've got to pull them. It's just not petrol or diesel motors. They're talking about actual mechanical gear, like, on a slasher or whatever. And they've got to clean out all the debris and the shit from out of the gears and the cogs and the undo all the differentials or whatever they got, universal joints on these sugarcane harvesters. And they've got to lift them out with a forklift, to pull them apart. Drain all the water out of the diffs because they're probably seeped in there because they're underwater by about, well, I think they're about 3 yards underwater. So yourself, if you're 3 yards underwater, I'm talking yards, not metric. So you can imagine what's going to happen, don't you? So just somehow the water's going to get in. It's not watertight. It's oil tight, so it doesn't seep out the bottom, but somewhere in the top, it's gotten in and the air's gone out. The flood water's gotten in. So bearings are going to be cleaned, axles are going to be cleaned, crown and pinions are going to be cleaned, universal joints are going to be cleaned or replaced or whatever. Blades are going to be sharpened and all the rust cut off them, whatever. And then you got mechanical stuff. You got people who've had their cars slightly went in the flood waters. They've been driving around, without really cleaning them out. So panel meters, they're all flat out because people left water in the driver's doors or the passenger side doors and they didn't drain it out. And now that flood water back from February last year has got rust holes in the steel. So they've cleaned all them out. They're going to pull the door trims out and clean all the rust out. Because insurance companies won't pay for it because they said, no, that car's written off. But they want to keep their car, so they're now paying for doors, and it's just non-stop. It's like next door across the road here. The roof over there, it's just wear and tear. That's all. It's done. And I made that video of that house over there in Mooloolaba, whereas it's gone higher up and higher still. It's because apparently its floor went underwater, so they raised it up even higher. There's a video down there I've done. Yeah. What are you doing? You in your garage or something?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's good. So if we can put this. See if we can do this Howard video again. Let's see if we can do Howard. I'll see this one here to work. I think I've got to share screen on. I think this is what I did wrong. Edit name Mark Kick from Studios. No. No, that's you. Hang on. Full screen layout. Let's see if we can get Howard here to work. Come on, Howard. Play Howard. Why isn't it working? Damn it. Oh, didn't work. I don't know what I did wrong. Damn it. I had it when that happens. Anyway. So what else is happening over there?
Oh, supposed to get some rain. We haven't had rain, a good amount of precipitation in a while. It's supposed to rain the next 5 days, but not a whole lot.
Oh, it's supposed to rain. Oh.
Yeah, the farmers are all getting ready to looks like most of the planting should be in. Now they're just waiting for rain.
What's the main sort of crops they plant over there?
We mostly got corn, soybeans, and you got alfalfa. That's probably the top three.
Mm.
You got a few people doing a couple other things, but those are pretty much the top three. And in
Right,
southern Nebraska, they do wheat. When you closer you get to Kansas, the more wheat they do, and sometimes
Right.
they do sunflowers, and so that's like, yeah.
Right. What? Sunflowers?
Yep. They do that out in western Nebraska at a few places too, but sunflower seeds. Oh, the one guy was when the sunflower seeds were really cheap, he would buy them and then crush them and turn them into the diesel fuel.
Mm.
When diesel was getting really expensive, he got a few loads of sunflower seeds, and then he made his own fuel, and then he fed the sunflower seeds, what was left, to the cows he had.
Mm.
And he's pretty good at it, and he got better fuel mileage in his big equipment, so he kept doing it.
Well, we got a guy who get back to floodwaters. Got a guy at the back here from me. He's got about 15 cars around his house, all been shredded by floodwater. All went underwater. They're just sitting there. I hate that. I had to open up the door and have a smell. And they went down the floodwaters twice. Yeah. So what time is it over there now? It's 1:10 p.m. over here.
It is 10 p.m. here.
So what would that make it for Howard? 11 p.m. He'd probably be in bed.
Yeah, he'd be 11 p.m. And Jess would be 8. And Alexa is in the same time zone as I am.
All right. Well, I wonder who the other two mystery people are listening in. I wish they could say something. Just say hi. I won't shame them out. I should read a Yowie story. I got the complimented on my reading Yowie stories. Apparently, I read one there the other day. What did I get? On library. Go look at that. I read the Yowie. You know what a Yowie is, anyway.
Yep.
It's a Bigfoot. Yeah.
Did you get contacted by that YouTube buddy of mine?
No, I've had nothing from him yet.
Okay. I thought he was going to give you, send you a message.
Email.
Alrighty.
Hey?
He's on Twitter, so I sent him your Twitter thing.
Oh, what's his name?
Arthur Nix.
No, really nothing from him.
Right. I know he's kind of busy right now. He's got his own thing going, but he was going to start a show talking about supernatural stories of like Bigfoot or alien UFO stories or ghosts or whatever. He's going to have just random people on to tell their stories.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know when we're going to start it. I know he's got to.
Hang on, I think somebody's knocking. Hang on. Is that someone knocking, Chris, or was that you? No, I don't know. I know it's Chris mucking around or somebody knocking on the door. Well, if they knock again, they can knock. Yeah. I think he's just mucking around. Anyway, where's the thing? Oh, God, wish that dog would just shut up. 470 views I got on Howard's Army of Quackers. Did you see that one on my channel?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay. I'll see if I can download it. I'll see if I can. Yeah, it's just. I was just driving out of here the other day, and there was a bunch of ducks walking across the road, and these ducks come trotting across the road, and I thought, oh, okay. And I decided to stop the car, and I filmed them. See if it now comes up. Oh, see if that plays it. So it comes up there on the screen. There they are. Can you see the ducks? There they go.
Right.
Yeah, it's just an army of quackers, I called it. No, nothing seems to be playing. They're Australian wood ducks. That's what we call wood ducks. You notice how the roads have got the tar with the white line, but there's no concrete guttering?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's a flood zone. There's no point having a gutter there because the river's only about where that fence is. That's a mailbox. There's a house, well, that's up on stilts, and right next to the power pole, if you look inside the tree there, that grey colour actually, I don't know if it's the house or the river behind it. I think that's the river behind it.
Yep.
I should go and shut this dog up. She won't shut up. She's going to drive me nuts. I just don't know why I can't get these damn videos to play. This is just ridiculous. I just don't get it. It's playing on my screen, but it's not playing on the TV set. And yet yesterday, when I played them yesterday, it worked. This is the crazy thing about it. I'll just get rid of that one. What's that noise you're making?
I'm making a lot of noise. Getting bottled water, getting some sinus medication.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen you, have I? I don't think, have I?
What?
You'd never ever put your face on camera, have you?
Nope. I work for a college.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry. Now I remember. Right. Yeah, that's right. You're not allowed to.
Well, I don't want any repercussions while I'm still working there. If I ever leave the job, I will. But you got too many liberal, whiny people that will cancel your job if you say the wrong thing. They'll come find you.
Right. I'm just going to. I was just trying to see if there was somebody else there coming in. Anybody else here want to come in on the chat? By all means, come on in. Come just say hello. We're just pulling around our conversation. We're not talking about anything special. We're trying to think of something to talk about because something I planned to do just did not work. Damn, I've got a brain like a sieve. What state did you say you're in again? Colorado. No. What state?
I'm in Nebraska.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I told you about that. There's a guy over there. I think I told you about him. How's it? Oh, he does look a bit like a gun, doesn't it? Just hasn't got the trigger cocked up on it. There's a guy over there. Oh yes, I'm looking at pictures in Nebraska. Oh my God, that's flat and green. I can see fields, waterways. But why do all your town photos always have trees that got dead, no leaves on them?
Probably because they're all taken in fall.
Oh, probably. Man, I like the traffic lights. There's one that shows a traffic light bar sticking out with 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of traffic lights on it. It goes right across the road and just it looks like somebody stuck their arm out. We don't have that over here. We have a bar that goes right across the road and meets another pole on the other side. So any high winds, it doesn't thing. What's this one here I'm looking at? There's a picture of a big clock standing on a footpath. Elizabeth Budlong. Oh, hang on, where is it? It's a clock on the sidewalk. Oh, you got parking meters. Those old type parking meters. We don't have them. We actually don't have parking meters at all, actually.
There's
You
not
know
too
that?
many places that have parking meters where I live. You have to go to, Johnny Carson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm somewhere near his hometown.
All right. Yeah, I love it. You seem to have a lot of these big sandstone buildings, massive, great big buildings. Some are red brick and some are just creamy yellow. It's a very big state, isn't it? But look at it, very flat. Doesn't seem to be very many mountains in the photos I'm looking at.
South is flat. The central's fairly flat. Then you got the western sand dunes out in the western. And then in the northeast, it's hilly and a lot more trees than compared to the rest of the state.
Yeah, I'm looking at some pictures of a railway bridge. It's got a steel truss on one side and a flat deck on the other side. The water looks very clear, clean, which is a lot better than some of these other videos I've seen. These guys that go around magnet fishing, as they call it, and the rivers there are filthy dirty. You know.
Yeah. Yep. And most of our water comes through the Rockies through the Missouri. And then we also have an aquifer underneath the ground.
So what does that mean? Your water comes out clear?
Our water, yeah, that aquifer, a lot of that's out of the ground. It's pretty clear. And most of our also comes from the Rocky Mountains, so it's pretty clean. We don't have a lot, unless the pollution comes from Colorado, we don't have a lot of pollution issues.
I'm looking at some building. It's a great big square building and looks like it's out in the middle of a green lawn or something. It looks like a big oversized spaceship. That's a building. I have no idea what.
That might be the Capitol building.
Oh, it's surrounded by green grass.
Yeah, if it's a Capitol building, or are you talking about Chimney Rock?
I have no idea. He's got no address written on it, no nothing. It just. And then there's another big round one, looks like a dome. I have no idea what that is. And I can see one where it's got the flag around an archway. Oh, so that'd be like a memorial, I think. That's zooming in. Yes, looks like a war memorial one. There's one there with a water. It looks like a net's above it or something. I hate that when people put up all these pictures, but they don't put a heading on it. They don't give any idea what it is, a church or a school or what river it is or It's just underneath the heading of Google Nebraska on mapping, and then you go down, you can see what I'm talking about. Exactly the same thing what I'm looking at. Something here called Hybo, HYBOO, or Hy-V, HYVEE, food. Does that make sense?
No, I'm gonna Google some of this stuff myself, but my internet's being really slow.
Oh, it looks like a HYVEE. Oh, it says it looks like a big shopping centre. It's got, and then on the other side, it's on next building over, or part of the same building, next wall, it's got the word food. And a woman standing in a car park in front of a coffee shop or something with an N on it or something.
But
I
you
don't
see
know.
those pictures out in western Nebraska? Kind of looks like a desert, and there's
No, there's no headings on these. There's some there look yellow, some look bright green. Terrence Tang, Dan P. a year ago looks it's anyway like green lawn, so there's clear water in it, and then he goes back to these. I don't know. It looks kind of freaky. You got these huge, great big houses, but there's no fences around the yards. Anybody can walk right up to the house and look in the window. It looks like somebody mows on the lawns. It's just, I don't know. It's really strange. So I can show you what I'm talking about. Hang on, where is it? I'll put it back up on camera. So here's that shopping centre one. This is what I'm talking about.
yeah, Hy-V. That's the grocery store chain.
Oh, okay. Hy-V, never heard of them.
They used to be pretty good, but they've gone downhill the last few years.
Is this a McDonald's? Oh yeah. Oh god, that looks like a McDonald's out of the dinosaur age to us. They've lost that look over here.
Hmm.
They're
That's
totally different. That looks more like a Pizza Hut.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Yeah, it's got a green roof. Yeah, that's very. Oh yes, it's 3 years old. There's a big railway trestle bridge I was talking about. So I'm an ex-railway guy, so obviously I like my train bridges and all that. I find that interesting. Very difficult around here to get in the street. We don't have in this town here. That's going to be the weirdest bridge I've ever seen. Looks like a bridge over a field.
Oh yes, that's over down in southwestern Nebraska. It's
What is it?
it's a man-made arch over a highway, and there's like a McDonald's up there and a shopping center. Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, it's over by Sydney, Nebraska.
So in that arch, there's a shopping centre.
Well, I should say shopping uh, places to shop at. There's a bunch of little stores, McDonald's.
Inside that arch.
Yep, it's a man-made arch, and there's McDonald's in there. Yeah.
And what's underneath? Is that a highway?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I can sort of see. Yeah, the very faint line to say it's a highway.
They're claim to
Oh,
fame.
now I see a bit more of the picture. Right.
Yeah, they built that over there, but we're by Cabela's, one of the first Cabela's ever built. And they were a big chain store for hunting, fishing, and everything. I don't know if you've heard of Cabela's.
No, never
Yeah.
heard nothing about it.
That was kind of like a homegrown thing, and they went nationwide, made a lot of money, and they sold it to someone, and now, yeah, they sold it to Bass company, Bass Fishing Company. I can't think of the name.
Oh, you mean bass, like the fish bass?
Yeah, the company is like, I can't remember the name of They were a competitor that bought them out.
That's how they succeed. Here's that railway bridge I was talking about.
I should know where that's at.
Oh, forgive you. It's not the best picture to look at, but anyway.
I think I've seen that bridge. I just can't remember off the top of my head.
Man, it looks like a railway bridge. That's my housemate. No, yes, he's got his, what do they call it? Asperger's. And he said to me, he said, oh, this will make everybody laugh on the chat. I should get a comment back about this one. He said, why can't people with Asperger's become policemen? And I said, well, could you imagine it? I said, you pull up and you're going to give a guy a ticket and then you start singing a song with your Asperger's or clucking like a chicken. Can you imagine a policeman standing there going, bark, 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 bark. Or he sits in the house and he walks around and he sings Australian songs, or he sings the Beach Boys, or he just starts laughing and giggling, or he has an angry attack, or he has a debate attack. He has a debate. He's arguing about something. I don't know what, you know. And it's quite funny. This is hilarious. She goes again. Anyway, I don't know how long we've been going for.
It says an hour and 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, that'll do. I'm gonna go and get something to eat. I've had nothing to eat.
Already.
You can hear that. That's definitely a hollow tummy.
So next time when you come back, we'll talk about World War II history.
If you want to.
Yeah,
I'll try
Australian World War II history.
And yeah, which part of World War II do you want to talk about? Australia over here, where Japanese come into Australia, or
wherever? I just want to know about Australian history around World War II.
Well, I can tell you, General MacArthur stood up near my train station up there at Wallangarra. Did you know that?
Nope.
Give me a second. I'll show it to you. I'm looking video history videos, show videos. I can look up type in Wallangarra. That's Wallerawang. Here we go. Wallangarra. Beef burger. Here it is, Wallangarra. And download that. And I'll bring it up on the screen. I'll tell you a second. It's coming. Oh my God, how big is this file? This is I think I realised what's wrong with there with the other ones is that I didn't open them. Well, it's a bloody big file. In a sec, I'll get rid of that one. Where is it? Wallangarra. There we go. Wallerawang and Wallangarra. This is the burgers they sell up there at the restaurant I started. This is how big they are. Jack sort of didn't really get it. That's what I probably didn't do, is open the bloody file. That would have helped, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. Right, present, here we go. Video. And where's Wallinger Beef Burger? This is how, have a look at this. This is where your General MacArthur actually stood. Let's see if we can play this. Let's see if it works. Can you see the beef burger?
Yep.
Big enough, isn't it?
Yep.
Let's see if we get it to play. Or no, I don't know which ones we're going to play. That one or that one. I don't know which one it is. Should be moving around there somewhere, but get that out of the road. Play. Right, if you actually look in the background, you can see it sitting on a black plate on a brown table, and in the background there's tables and chairs, and if I remember correctly, I'm looking up towards the kitchen area, but that's the size of the burger. So you got the bun, you get the beef, you get egg, beetroot, tomato, lettuce, onion, sauce, and it should be, and that's a knife. If you actually focus your eyes, you can actually see there's a black handled knife sticking in the top of the bun.
Yep. That should be at least a 4-inch knife.
That's right. That's how big it is. Boy, I think it's bigger than that. I think it's a 5-inch. Anyway, that's how big the bun is. It's pretty bloody big. That's how they serve it to you. They stick the knife in it so it doesn't fall over when they're carrying it.
Mm-hmm.
Then look at that thing. Makes you look hungry, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, and there's the cup of coffee. You can see the size of the cup of coffee behind it. The green cup.
Mm-hmm.
It's not small. It's a big one. It's a big, we call it a mug. Like mug jokes.
Mm-hmm.
So get rid of that. I'll see if we can find something else. What else I got? General MacArthur. What have I got on him? I think I was talking. Was it you I was talking to about General MacArthur and the anti-tank traps?
Not that I'm aware of.
It might have been out to lunch I was talking to one night. Him and I were there talking. And it was brought up about General MacArthur and what he did, what he looked at. And, oh, hang on, there we go, Tenterfield. All right, we'll go back to live streams. Now I'll show you the one where I'm sitting in my father's train. Where is it? Oh, God, there's one there. Oh, Cosmic, you'll see that one, Byron Bay, New Beach. Yes, I did a live stream from a New Beach, would you believe it? Tenterfield Railway Museum, 2 hours and 28 minutes. Oh, my God. So I can just copy the image. Actually, no, they won't work. I'll have to download it. Man, I'm still learning how to do all this. Save images as copy image link, edit image. Right, can't do it. Anyway, it's just a railway carriage. I don't know what she's barking at. Can you just give me a second? You want to talk for a minute, and I'll put up the hamburger with the skeleton which is barking at.
Alrighty.
So, well, just give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Try to barking at nothing. I don't even know what you're bloody barking at. Might be somebody out there, might not be. It just gets bloody annoying. You're trying to sit here and talk, and you can't think. You got a dog barking in your ear. Oh.
Is anybody in the chat? Anonymous lightning in the background.
No, there's nobody there. Oh, bloody things. I'm back.
You need back.
Electric settlement microphone. You're back. No, there's nobody there. It's all she's doing. Guys are across the road and they're taking the tin off the roof of the house. And she's having a bit of a woof with them. And that's what she's doing. Yeah. So, I suppose you can't really say it's sunny out there, can you?
I can hear thunder right now.
No. You can you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's right outside my house. It's going to thunderstorm all night and then tomorrow night and the next 2 days.
Ooh, should make it very interesting. I think people. I wonder why Cosmic hasn't dropped in, because he'd be later than. No, hang on. No, that's right. No, you're more further west than him, aren't you?
He's farther.
Or is
He's
he the same
southwest. I'm
time zone?
central.
Sorry?
I'm central. I'm in the central time zone. He's in the mountain time zone of the southwest.
So what's that mean? If you're 9 o'clock, he's 10 o'clock. Hey?
Yep.
Hey? Yeah, I'm just saying we're going to this other. I don't know why I can't get.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's a bit better. Yeah, you went away there for a bit. Yeah. Where's this video? See if we can download this one. Download that one. This is the guy in the local shop. Share screen. Now I got it. Which one is it? I don't know, is it coming up there on the screen over there with you or what? I'm waiting to see if it comes up there on the time delay. No, that's not it. What have I done? Man, it must sound bad on your end listening to me raving on. Get rid of that. Try again. Go back to StreamYard. Come back over here again. YouTube. Oh. It's not going to play. Get rid of that. And I get rid of that. One of too many windows open. That might have been my whole problem. Window. No. Entire screen. No. Oh, damn it. I mean, remember that box I told you I got stuck in there the other day?
Okay.
Yeah, and I had to wipe myself off the channel for a minute, and you had to take over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in that bloody box again. Yeah, I'm stuck in that bloody box. I can't exit it. It's not letting me do anything. It says choose what to share. Microsoft Edge tab, Windows, entire screen. And when I get into that, it won't let me downloads. Oh, hang on. We've got here. Let's see if that plays. Let's see what it's doing. It's not doing anything. It's just not doing nothing. Media player. That's coming up. All right, try that one. Oh, always. All right, see if that works. Open file. See if we get that to play. Come up on screen. What's happening? Was that coming up? Can you hear that?
Just the dog.
Can you hear it?
Just the dog. Nothing else.
Hey. You can hear the dog. Right. Damn it. All right. You can talk there for a second. I've got to log myself out of this, so I've got to come back in again.
Okay, Jose.
I can do it. I've got to go. Hey?
Okie dokie, Smokey.
Oh, okay. I love hearing that sort of stuff. Like you guys say, we grew up on Yogi Bear over here, and we actually really thought there was actually Yogi Bear. It was a real live thing, and we really thought he was over there doing what he was doing.
They're at it again, Yogi.
I'm back. Yeah, I had to drop myself off the channel. It's a way to get out of that stupid box. So can you hear me all right now?
Are they at it again, Yogi?
What was I saying, Yogi Bear? Hey, the Bubba was his mate, and it was something about, I can't remember the word. No, that was Fred Flintstone. Yabba dabba doo. What did Yogi Bear used to say?
Boo boo. Let's go get some picnic baskets. Boo boo.
Hey, that's what we ought to tell Jack. You ought to get on there and say, "Hey, Jack, we're going to call you Yogi Bear, and we'll send you over a picnic basket."
Hey, boo boo. Let's go get some picnic baskets.
Yeah. Oh, mate, I used to love that show when I was a kid. That was a lot of fun.
Hey, Yogi,
God,
are they at it again? Yep, they're at it again.
And she's out there growling, barking, and whatever. What I mean. So, people, if I don't do a live stream for the next 2 days, don't be surprised why, because the bloody dog won't shut up because people across the road. Anyway, you did hear me tell you about the one where I had the woman come walking into the house last night about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-mm.
I didn't hear about that.
Mm-mm.
I was lying here on the bed here, and there was a lady standing in my bedroom door wearing a dressing gown, about 50 years of age, so Chris reckons. And a guy was up on what we call the Gold Coast, come down and parked out the front. And he's driving what they call a St. John's ambulance. It's not the local ambulance like, when you have a heart attack. St. John's ambulance is a service that they attend sporting events and social gatherings because the government charges. Say, for example, if you had a car crash or an accident or you had a heart attack at home, they charge you $200, $400 for the ambulance to come out to your house if you don't have health care. be from the pension or Centrelink. What I think I was telling you about Centrelink, which is our unemployment pension and all that. It's just called Centrelink. It costs you nothing. Well, they want an ambulance to be on site at a sporting event that's owned by the state government. It's going to cost you thousands of dollars for the day. So they don't do it. So we have a thing called St. John's Ambulance, which is a volunteer ambulance. And they're qualified paramedics, they're qualified broken ankles or whatever, and they have the same thing as a normal ambulance, but they don't have the flashing lights. They don't have any of that sort of thing. It's just there at every, like, horse racing events, equestrian events, showgrounds, carnivals, or whatever you want to call them, fairy rides, whatever you call them, circuses. They have them in town picnic, town festivals. So if somebody's walking around in the town at a festival or something, so like it's flower festival or balloons or whatever, and somebody cracks their ankle, they've got somewhere to go that they can sit up on a bed and somebody can put a bandage on it. You know what I mean? But they don't do, they can do CPR and all that. They're qualified to do all that. But they don't cost anything. They're all volunteers. So the guy who was volunteering to do it today, the local high school, is having what we call a high school. What do you call it over there? Secondary school? Ages 18 from 13 to 18. What do you call that age group?
That's high school around here.
What's it called?
That'd be high school.
Yeah. Well, they're having their sport events. So he's over there today, over there for that. And they're all running around the fields or whatever else. And he sits there all day, him and two other people. In case some kid sprains an ankle or something like that, they can pick him up and they put a bandage on it, crepe, what they call it, crepe. I think that's what they call it, crepe, C-R-A-P. And they just stay there and they look after them until the proper ambulance arrives. Well, this St. John's ambulance was out front of the house. He got here last night about 10 o'clock at night and he had to leave at 8 o'clock. So this woman gets out, walks out front of her house, 2 doors down the road, sees the ambulance sitting in front of this house. And of course she thinks, oh my God, Chris has had a heart attack. So she comes running up the stairs and comes running up and finds the glass door shut into the lounge room. So she turns to the right and left and comes into my room, which is the old master bedroom. And of course I'm sitting up in bed saying, who are you? And she goes, oh, is everything okay? Chris hasn't had a heart attack or something, has he? I said, no. I said, Chris is in bed asleep. And she said, but there's an ambulance out the front. I said, yeah. I said, the ambulance driver was asleep in the lounge room. And I said, can you go? I said, because you're making the dog bark. So the dog's sitting out there, the one you've been hearing all day, just going yap, 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 yap. The whole time she's standing there.
I like that dog. Leave that dog alone.
Yeah, I feel like I want to skin it and throw it over the balcony sometimes, but anyway. You wrote something here on my screen, hi, and there's that big long something or other. What's that you sent me on the private chat? Or were you mucking around?
Bunch of gibber jabber. It's gibber jabber.
Hi. Yeah, gibber jabber. Yeah. Anyway, well, I think I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to let you go to bed soon and get to sleep. I'm going to have a sleep and a cup of coffee and have another pill. And I'm hungry. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I could go down the club and have a lunch. No, it's 1:52. Now they stop making lunch at 2:30. So by the time I get up and get dressed and put shoes and socks on and borrow Chris's car and then get out there, park on the car park and then walk around to the elevator and go up into the club. Yeah, because remember I said this town's a flood town? Yeah, every building's got an elevator because the ground level is where the floodwater is. All the buildings are up on stilts.
I heard you say B-52.
What?
You said B-52s.
What did I swear?
You said something about B-52.
I don't know. I missed that bit. Oh, 152 p.m.
Oh,
152 because it's now 153. Now I know what you're talking about. No, well, for me to go in there to go and have something to eat, by the time I get down there, it's going to be 2:30, 14:30 hours. Well, they're going to be shutting for lunch, aren't they? There's no point. So I'm not going to worry about lunch. I'll just have a cup of coffee. I didn't eat all my bread last night because I was sick. I had that bloody fish and chips and the oil was sitting in my stomach. So I sat there eating just dry bread. That's the only way to stop it. If anybody didn't know that, if you ever have a bad meal and you vomit all night or heave all night, and it's from eating oily vegetable oil or whatever, fish and chips, and they don't change it regularly enough, it make you sick. So best thing to do is just keep eating bread with nothing on it, no butter, because that's oil again. So, or margarine, that's full of oily junk. You just take dry bread and the crust of the bread and just keep eating bread and just keep eating it. I ate half a loaf of bread until it finally stopped. So there was enough bread in my gut to absorb it. I was just sitting there last night going, it's not a very nice feeling. Anyway, all right. Well, you want to say good night, Mr. Scoot?
I'd say good night, and maybe you want to look into activated charcoal and maybe some curcumin for anti-inflammatory.
For that sort of thing. Well, buying charcoal over here would be a little bit difficult. They don't really sell it over the counter over here. A lot of things different over here. I just found bread was sitting there and I just started eating the bread.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, well, I'll let you say goodnight. I'm going to switch off. And we've been going there for 2 hours, I think. So I think that's
Good night, everybody.
Right, and he's over there in Nebraska, and you've got me and Mr. Hominoid over here in Wollongbar in New South Wales, northeastern Australia. New South Wales.
And on
You're
next
done?
episode,
I'm done. I'm gone.
What's for the next
and you
episode?
look out those boilers. Oh, what happened with the boiler? Did you get it finished?
Yes, it's gotten finished.
Good.
And what are we doing for the next show? World War II history?
Yeah, World War II. I'll see if I can find some stuff on World War II if you like over here from General MacArthur. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
And I'll see if I can get a short exit of that airplane that crashed. It was American airplane, the one I think I told you about it. Oh, could have been out to lunch, I told. These American pilots flew out of Townsville to go and bomb the Japanese north of Papua New Guinea, and they got lost on the way back and they crashed in northern Queensland or Northern Territory and took them 4 months to get home. They were lost in the outback up the top end of Kakadu up that way, and an Aboriginal guy found them. Was that you I was telling about?
It wasn't me.
No. Okay, that must have been out to lunch. All right. Now, good night, everybody. We're off. We're going. Bye. Don't forget to get your pets spaded and neutered, and don't commit suicide or anything silly like that. You can always ring up a helpline somewhere in your state or country. I recommend Mr. Hominoid. See you at the same time tomorrow, which would probably be about 11 a.m. tomorrow, Australian Eastern Standard Time, or Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne time, about 11 a.m. Bye. See ya. God bless.